Social Studies teacher candidates views about information technologies and material use in social studies lesson.
Abstract. The research was prepared in order to reveal the opinions of social studies teacher candidates on the use of information technologies and materials in social studies lessons. The study group of the research consists of teachers candidates studying in the Department of Social Studies teaching in Çukurova University in Turkey. The data obtained from the interview form were subjected to content analysis. 95.5% according to the reliability formula of Miles and Haberman in 1994. Introduction. A human being is an entity that tends to make his life easier and to have knowledge about the world he lives in. In the process from birth to death, people investigate what their situation is and how they can be better. It is important for individuals to know themselves through the answers they give to the questions, to have an idea about their environment, and to realize what they can do. Knowledge is in a structure that grows by constantly being put in it. Individuals gain knowledge by being affected by many events such as the problems they encounter in the region they live in throughout history and the experience in their lives. With the discovery of writing, the knowledge of human history is constantly increasing, and each new information triggers the emergence of other new information. Nature and scope of problem. The data obtained in the research was revealed within the framework of the answers given by the participants to the questions in the interview form. Under this heading, the findings of the social studies teachers candidates participating in the research on the use of information technologies and materials in social studies lessons are included. Review of relevant literature. Damirel, 1993. Technology. It defines it as the application of observational and proven knowledge in achieving certain goals, solving certain problems. Based on this definition, it is important in the development of technology that the accuracy of the information has been proven. According to Isman 2003, education, they are planned activities that aim to provide certain improvements in the behavior of individuals according to predetermined principles. The most important purpose of education is to train the individual effectively and to ensure the mental development of the individual. According to Isman 2003, the general benefits of the use of technology in the social studies course to the learning teaching process can be expressed as follows. Technological tools enable students to reach various subjects quickly, focus on the subject, and learn the subject quickly. Equal opportunities in education, continuity in education, and play an active role in the learning process of the student. According to Azen 2003, education has to teach the new technologies emerging today to individuals and to raise individuals who can use these technologies in society. At this point, technology and technological tools are included in educational activities, and it's necessary to benefit from technological opportunities in the teaching process. In Donmes 2003, Social Studies course is one of the courses that transfer information technologies to the future generations. Social Studies is the name of the course taught in secondary schools, covering subjects selected from different social sciences and simplified in accordance with the level of the student. According to Kaliskan and Kadarag in 2007, the purpose of using instructional technologies is accessing information, realizing an effective education, reducing educational costs, responding to the need for technological change, and providing students with the skills to use technology. Since one of the aims of education is to raise individuals in line with needs of the society, it has become necessary to educate students in accordance with the information age and taking into account to the characteristic of information societies. Considering that today's individuals need to develop their skills in reaching information, correcting information, evaluating information, presenting information, and communicating technology, and education and training mutually affect each other and contribute to the individuals having all these characteristics by Simsek et al. In 2007. The technology that emerged today as the common product of all humanity was born from knowledge. According to Isman 2011, technology, although it is not a situation that arises spontaneously, it is a process that people are influenced by and that arises for their needs. The information has been proven to be correct in a number of ways and has been transformed into a regular structure and is accepted as correct unless otherwise proven. In order to bring the education to its intended state, it is necessary to include all the opportunities that can be used under the conditions of the day into the teaching process and to make the most of these opportunities. At this point, technology and technological tools are included in educational activities, and it is necessary to benefit from technological opportunities in the teaching process. The tools used in the teaching process are called instructional technology by Sonmes 1994 and Yanpar 2011. This course aims to realize the social existence of the individual and raise good citizens by Tai 2011. Hypothesis. In 2012, Keir tried to determine the problems faced by information technology teachers working in primary schools in his master's thesis titled The Approaches of Information Technology Teachers Working in Primary Schools to the Problems of Information Technology Education, Istanbul example. At the end of the study, it was revealed that the teachers mostly suffered from families, approaches to the lesson, physical environments, and general evaluation. While the study presented by Keir is a study for the science technology course, our study is a study for the field of social studies. In this respect, Keir's study differs from our study in terms of its field. Kandemer, Ostork, and Alper 2014 aim to evaluate the information technologies and software course within the scope of the student proficiency criteria determined by international organizations operating in the fields of educational technologies in their article titled An International View of Information Technologies and Software Course Outcomes. At the end of this research, it has been revealed that students who take information technologies and software courses are better at noticing what information they need. In addition, it has been revealed that the students who take this course have better knowledge from which sources, have to reach reliable information, decision-making, and use of high-level technology. What distinguishes this study from ours is that the study group is different. In our study, the study group consisted of social studies teacher candidates, while in this study, the study group consisted of students. Akbaba titled Self-Efficacy Scale for Designing and Using Information Technology Supported Material, Validity and Airbus 2019. Aim to develop a reliable and valid measurement tool that will enable them to measure their self-efficacy in designing and using information technology supported materials in their articled reliability studies. At the end of the study, it was revealed that the structure of the scale was acceptable. The study carried out by Akbaba and Erbas is completely different from our study in terms of method. Dera and Ates 2020 examined in depth the observations and experiences of social studies teachers regarding the use of technological tools and materials in social studies lessons in the article titled The Use of Technological Tools and Materials in Social Studies Lessons, a Case Study. At the end of the research, the teachers who participated in the research started that they see technology as important and necessary and that they follow the technological up to date and that they also benefit from technological materials in their lessons. This study is similar to our study in terms of handling the subject. The difference between the two studies is the study group is different.
Approach used in this study. The data collected using the interview form in the research were analyzed using content analysis. Content analysis involves examining the data in detail and clarifying the data. In addition, in order to achieve consensus on the codes, views are exchanged with an academician who specializes in social studies education, and the reliability of the research was determined according to the reliability formula of Miles and Huberman. Percentage consensus equals consensus divided by agreement plus disagreement times 100 was calculated as 95.5%. The participants of the research were expressed as P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P and P10. The answers given by the teacher, candidates participating in the research to the question in the interview form were collected in 36 codes. Then this number was reduced to 22 by associating the codes with each other. Some of these codes are smart board, internet, map, tablet, slide, documentary, trip, games, and etc. Principal result: the preparation of the educational environments in accordance with the conditions of the region and the preparation of the necessary technological tools and materials show that education process will work more healthy. Reservists teachers emphasize that the use of technology and materials in social studies lesson is not standard and varies according to schools. Another important issue is that teachers candidates have skills in using technological tools. Based on the results obtained, the following suggestions were made. By increasing the number of games and activities in the social studies lesson, students can be more active in the lesson. The number of learning by visiting and seeing can be increased by organizing trips to museum or historical buildings. Just more permanent learning can be achieved. Students can be provided with a sense of belonging to the course by giving more responsibilities of a student in the courses. The number of group work can be increased in the lesson. The seminar can be given to teacher candidates on the use of technology in order to further increase, especially in the lesson. This study is not limited to social studies teacher candidates, but can also be carried out with teachers and students. Similar studies can be carried out in other fields as well. Main conclusion: The common side of the studies mentioned above is that information technology is beneficial for both students and society. In this work, the subject of information technologies materials was considered important and necessary by social studies teachers candidates. If we talk about the result of our research, the research relevance, the opinions of social studies teachers candidate on the use of technology and materials in social studies lessons. Social studies course is a blending of many different fields due to its content. It has been emphasized by previous study that it is difficult to gain knowledge, skills and attitudes of history, geographical and other social sciences in the traditional classroom environment. The effect of classroom environments, which will be organized in accordance with the contemporary education approach on the performance of learning, has been released within the scope of the research.
The model used in the research, the study group, the tool used in data collection and data analysis sections are included under this title. The research was prepared in accordance with phenomenology, one of the qualitative research designs. In the phenomenological interview, it is aimed to reveal how the participant perceives, conceptualizes, and evaluates the event or events related to the research topic. The study group of the research consists of 10 social studies teacher candidates studying at the Education Faculty of Kugurowa University. Of the pre-service teachers participating in the research, 6 are female, 4 are male. While determining the study group of the research, the easily accessible sampling method is preferred when the subject to be researched is rich in information. While choosing the sample, accessibility to the teacher's candidates and possible answers the teacher's candidates can give to questions asked within the scope of the research were taken in consideration. As data collection tools in the research, materials such as semi-structured interview form, voice recorder, and
Methods and materials. Number 10, description of procedure in a logical order. Chronological order or by experiment. Number 11, how the results are analyzed. In 1993, the application of the observational and proven knowledge in achieving certain goals, solving certain problems. Based on this definition, it is important in the development of technology that the accuracy of the information has been proven. In 1994, technology and technological tools are included in the educational activities, and it's necessary to benefit from technological opportunities. In the, in the teaching process, the tools used in the teaching process are called instructional technology. In the 1950s, television began to be used for teaching purposes, and audiovisual technology departments were established in universities. Between 1950 to 1960, Ford Foundations supported education through television in the USA. In 1967, the American Research Institute developed individual tutorial programs called Learning Based on Needs.